I have a brand new pre-production prototype for a new product that we've been working on for quite some time. I'm very excited to show you. Let me tell you what the concept is real fast. So it's a cast iron pan that the Firebox fits into. You could hold the Firebox and all of its accessories within. It's a griddle to be used on top of the Firebox. On the other side of it, there is grill lines, a grill grid, but the grid is set up special so that it will accommodate the bottom of any of our stoves. So you can use this as a pedestal if you're cooking on a picnic table and you don't want to burn the wood. Then I'm hoping, that's what I'm here to do today, is to test this, but I'm hoping that this will be effective at preventing you from burning wood down below. That's why I have this wood here, so I can test that. Okay, so the other things that you can do with it is you can stack two of them together. I'm here at the warehouse. I just had to get out here and do some testing, so I thought I would film it as well. So you'll hear a car go by every once in a while. I'm not out in nature. I wish I was. But you can put one on top of the other to create a clamshell. Then you run hot coals on this side and keep heat on the other side, and you can bake bread. Another thing I should mention before I go too much further is we have another version of this. It's exactly the same, except for it's quite tall, and we're calling it like the casserole dish. So we don't have a prototype for it just yet. I just wanted to test out all of the use case scenarios for this pan that we do have right now. Anyway, I just decided I would film this so that I could get your feedback on it, early on, so we know exactly how we should move forward. So I have a couple of different stoves. I have the Freestyle here, and you can see it fits right into that cross grid, and that that's very sturdy place to keep your Freestyle. I have the Scout. It goes in right there. Really nice fit. And then I have the 5-inch Firebox, the Nano. This X pattern goes all the way through, so the Nano, its legs will fit into that pattern as well. For the Firebox, it goes in there just like that, and then it's held quite sturdy as well. So I'm going to cook my breakfast on this. If I've got steak, I've got bacon, I've got pancakes. So I'm just going to set this up like this. Let's see, get that, till it locks in like that. And I'll build my fire in there and start cooking. This is a really basic handle. It just has a small bend on one end. This is just one that I made real quick. We're thinking just a very basic steel bar handle that can be kind of a multi-tool. You'll have the handle aspect, and then you'll also be able to kind of use it as a scraper, or somewhat as a utensil, or I don't know what all. I guess you could kind of scrape between the lines. If you're cleaning your grill, use it for cleaning and scraping, lots of different ways. Anyway, today I'll just be using it as a handle. And this is another thing I hope to test today, is you could put this over the top of a heat source, of a Firebox heat source, and run your flame up into the bottom of it and grill on this side. Anytime I'm conducting a heat test, I want to kind of take it to an extreme, right? So I'm going to build a big fire at first, just to kind of make sure that I've gotten this really hot from the very beginning. And I'll let that die down, and then I'll start doing some cooking. So let's just build a big fire first. Okay, the fire is dying down, so I think I'll go ahead and start trying to cook some stuff, and I'm just going to eat stuff as I finish cooking it. Just a light coat of cooking spray. Wipe that back off. You can tell by the way the bubbles move under the egg that it's not sticking. There are these little nubs here, little indentations and nubs, and they interact with the other pan and just they come together perfectly. I think that's ready to turn. And if I can pull off an over easy egg, that's an achievement right there. Oh, look at that. This is turning out beautifully. Gentle, gentle. Nice. Let's do a little salt and pepper. I would say that's good to go right there. I'm just going to set my plate right there. Some more salt and pepper on this side. Ooh, look at that. Alright, so the egg test went really, really well. I couldn't have hoped for better. That's good. I'm just going to eat this real fast. That's a pretty thick old pancake. You know, that's such a thick pancake, I think I will cover it up. See how brown it's getting? Oh, no, we need more heat. Let's take a look. Okay, let's turn it over. Nice. Put a little butter on it. Hoo, look at that beauty, huh? Hoo, look at that. Oh man, that's good. Okay, I'll finish that. What's next? So good. That bacon's looking pretty perfect to me. Let's see what the other side looks like. Oh yeah, it's done. I'll leave this one piece on just for a couple of seconds. The rest of this is coming with me. Wow. Oh, see how fast? Once bacon is close, it does not take much longer. It really goes fast. Alright. Beautiful bacon. So now I'll have to wipe the soot off of this pan because it was the bottom. You know, so you'd have to use a paper towel. And just wipe the soot out. And maybe a brush, a paintbrush or something, might even work better for this. And maybe we just need to decrease the height of these ribs a little bit. And I'm not even going to try to get it all out because I kind of want to know what's going to happen if you don't get it perfectly clean. I'll just drop it all the way down in. And we'll put our steak on. I'm actually going to cut off some of this fat. That's just a little excessive right there. This is a steak that I trimmed up for my last trip, where I was grilling on the Nano. We'll have a piece for me, one piece for Junie, and a piece for Ash. I'm just going to put a couple of sticks in just to kind of maintain a flame in there until I decide maybe it's just a little too hot. It seems to be working really well. The fire is going up, it's wisping against the bottom of the grill, and then it's curving under and coming out. It's a little over-fueled right now. I think you have to kind of keep it at just the right amount. Let's go ahead and flip this over. Some nice grill marks. Now that fire's settled down, I'll put a little more fuel back in. Let's set that steak aside so it can rest. Clean the bottom of this up so that I can turn it over. I'm not going to put a lot of effort into it. Let's go ahead and turn it over. A little bit of Pam, and then I'll hit it with a clean paper towel, or at least the clean side of the paper towel. That'll pick up a little more of that soot. Just get it ready. Probably should have let it heat up. Oh, this egg is an egg I took on a backpacking trip, and I was worried that it had sat out too long. And apparently it had. The yolk was just already broken. Let's see what it does. So it looks like I should have cleaned my pan better. Look at that. It is coming up with blackness on it. Okay, so I'll clean it a little bit better. Let's see kind of what it will take to clean it well enough. And it did stick a little bit more. You know, it's sticking right there. Probably where I didn't quite get the bacon residue completely scraped off. But I'll get another egg and try that again. Maybe try to get a little more of that bacon residue off. guess you'll just want to do this until your paper towel comes up, you know, fairly clean. So I would think that'd be good enough for me. Okay, I sent Scott out for some eggs, so I'm going to put some more wood in the fire. But meantime, I'm going to go ahead and cut my steak. Let's see, I'm just going to cut it from this side. Ooh, that looks really good. Just the right amount of pinkness. It could probably stand to be a little more pink, but really that's pretty nice. Nice. Pepper. A little bit of salt. A little bit of salt on the plate. Nice. Let's see how it tastes. Oh yeah, that's delicious. There isn't at all a sooty flavor that I'm noticing. Wow, that's good. Junie. Good girl. Oh, here comes Scott with my eggs. Thank you.
Got your salt and pepper.
Yep. Oh, it's a much better egg. That's looking really good. Let's go ahead and see if we can do another sunny side up. Or another over easy, I guess is what this is. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Alright, so there we have an over easy egg. So I'm going to go ahead and have steak and eggs. Look at that. Oh, testing new products is awesome. Other than the noisy traffic. That's not so awesome. Ooh, look at that. I'm holding on to the wrong thing. Hoo hoo hoo. Wow, that's good. Let's see how it did as far as protecting the wood from getting burned. Yeah, it did good. So the only burn we have is down here where oh, you can't see in the camera. Let's see. Right here was where I dropped a coal, you know, out of the front of the firebox. It was sitting right here. And I dropped a coal out, and I wasn't thinking about it, and I just let it sit there and burn. And that's the first look at the new Firebox cast iron griddle, grill, pedestal, panini press, oven. It's kind of can be used as a Dutch oven. You put the lid on it, put hot coals on it, bake bread inside of it, and we do have that larger size coming. And then you'll really be able to get crazy with your creativity. Please let me know your feedback down below, and we'll Keep testing this and make sure everything's perfect. It'll be really fun to experiment with it on future trips.